Class 10, exercise 5.3, quadratic equations, page 119. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's ages in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1/3. Find his present age. We do not know the present age of the person, but one condition is given. What is that condition? Sum of the reciprocals of his ages 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1/3. It is given. So, let us assume that the present age of Rahman is x. Then, 3 years ago, Rahman's age would be x minus 3 years. After 5 years, his age would be x plus 5 years. Now, we consider the given condition. The given condition is reciprocal of the age before 3 years plus reciprocal of the age after 5 years equal to 1/3. We noted down this condition and taking x plus 3, x minus 3 and x plus 5, the LCM becomes x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 5 and we get this. Adding x plus x, we get 2x. 5 minus 3 is 2. And we multiply by x. X multiplied by x plus 5 minus 3 multiplied by x plus 5 equal to 1/3. 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2, and x multiplied by x is x square plus x multiplied by 5 is 5x minus 3x minus 15. Then we obtain the equation x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. By simplification of this, we get x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. After obtaining this quadratic equation, we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing the square method. Now, in present, we completed the problem by factorization method. Minus 4x can be written as the sum of minus 7x plus 3x. And here minus 4 is written as the sum of minus 7 and 3. Minus 21 is written as the product of minus 7 and 3. Therefore, considering x square minus 7x and taking x as common factor, we can write x multiplied by x minus 7. Considering 3x minus 21 and taking 3 as common factor, we get 3 multiplied by x minus 7. In these two terms, x minus 7 is common term, so we can write x minus 7 multiplied by x plus 3 equal to 0. X minus 7 equal to 0 implies x equal to 7. X plus 3 equal to 0 implies x equal to minus 3. But x indicates the age of a person. Age of a person cannot be negative. It should always be positive or equal to 0. So, x equal to minus 3 is rejected. Therefore, the present age of the person is x equal to 7 years. Now, the verification part of this problem is left as exercise to the student. Student must verify this problem. In a class test, the sum of Monika's marks in mathematics and English is 30. If she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, then the product of her marks would have been 210. Find her marks in the 2 subjects. Let Monika's marks in mathematics equal to x and Monika's marks in English is y. Given that sum of the marks in mathematics and English is equal to 30, x plus y equal to 30, and x plus 2 multiplied by y minus 3 equal to 210. That is 2 marks more in mathematics multiplied by 3 marks less in English. Their product is 210. Now, x plus y equal to 30 implies y equal to 30 minus x. That means in this equation we can write 30 minus x in place of y. If we write this, then we get x plus 2 multiplied by y minus 3 equal to 210. In place of y, we write 30 minus x. 30 minus 3 is 27. Therefore, we write this. In the next step, we multiply these two terms, these two, x multiplied by 27 plus 27 minus x plus 2 multiplied by 27 minus x. We multiply 27 minus x by x and 27 minus x by 2. And finally, we obtain a quadratic equation x square minus 25x plus 156 equal to 0. Here, the product of minus 1 and this quadratic expression is equal to 0. Minus 1 cannot be 0. Therefore, this x square minus 25x plus 156 must be equal to 0. Now, we can solve this quadratic equation by any of the known methods, factorization method or quadratic formula method or completing the square method. Now, 156, for 156 we have found the prime factors. Minus 25 is written as the sum of minus 13 and minus 12. 156 is written as the product of minus 13 and minus 12. Therefore, x square minus 25x plus 156 equal to 0. Minus 25 is written as the sum of minus 13x minus 12x. X square minus 13x. X is taken as common factor and we write x multiplied by x minus 13. Considering minus 12x plus 156 and taking minus 12 as common factor, we get minus 12 multiplied by x minus 13. Now from these two, x minus 13 is taken as common factor and we get x minus 13 multiplied by x minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore, considering x minus 13, we get x equal to 13. Considering x minus 12 equal to 0, we get x equal to 12. Now, if x equal to 13, then y equal to 30 minus x, that is 17. If x equal to 12, then y equal to 30 minus x, that is 18. That is, Monica's marks are Mathematics 12 and English 8. This is case 1. Or case 2, Mathematics 13, English 17. These two possibilities are possible. Now we consider another problem. The diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters, more than the shorter side. If the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. Now, we note down the diagram. This is the rectangular field. Shorter side is taken as x. Longer side becomes x plus 30 and diagonal becomes x plus 16. This is by the given data. Now, if this is in the form of a right angle triangle, in a right angle triangle, we can write c square equal to a square plus b square by Pythagoras theorem. Now we write, let the shorter side of the rectangle be x. Then longer side becomes x plus 30, diagonal becomes x plus 60 by the given data. Now, using Pythagoras theorem, we can write diagonal square equal to longer side square plus shorter side square in the right angle triangle. Here again observe this. This is the shorter side, this is longer side, and this is the diagonal. We get a right angle triangle. So this is right angle triangle. We can use the Pythagoras theorem. C square equal to a square plus b square. That is x plus 60 whole square equal to x plus 30 whole square plus x square. Now, by simplification of this, now we know the formula a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Using this formula, we can expand x plus 60 whole square, and we can expand x plus 30 whole square using this formula. Now, after simplification of this, we get a quadratic equation x square minus 60x minus 2700 equal to 0. This quadratic equation can be solved by factorization method or quadratic formula method or completing the square method. We can use any one of the methods. Now in this problem, we solved the quadratic equation by factorization method. Here, minus 60 is written as the sum of minus 90 and 30. Minus 2700 is written as the product of minus 90 and 30. This is the product and this is the sum. Therefore, the given the quadratic equation x square minus 60x minus 2700 equal to 0 can be written as x square minus 90x plus 30x minus 2700 equal to 0. That is minus 60x can be written as minus 90x plus 30x. From these two terms, x is taken as common factor. We get x multiplied by x minus 90 plus consider 30x minus 2700. 30 is the common factor and we can write 30 multiplied by x minus 90. Again, considering these two terms, x minus 30 is a common factor. So we can write x minus 90 multiplied by x plus 30 equal to 0. Therefore, we get x equal to 90 and x equal to minus 30. But x then what is x? X is the length of shorter side of a rectangle. It cannot be negative. Length cannot be negative. It should always be positive. It should be positive. So, my x equal to minus 30 is resected. Shorter side of the rectangle is 90. Then longer side of the rectangle is 30 plus 90. That is 120 meters. Then diagonal is x plus 60. 90 plus 60 equal to 150 meters. Now the verification part is left as an exercise to the students. Students must verify this problem. Now we consider another problem. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of a smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. Find the two numbers. Now we assume that the smaller number is y and larger number is x. Then by the given data, y square equal to x, that is square of smaller number equal to 8 times the larger number. Again, second condition is square of the larger number minus square of the smaller number equal to 180. X square minus y square equal to 180. In place of y square, we can write 8x. So, then we get a quadratic equation x square minus 8x minus 180 equal to 0. This problem can be solved. This quadratic equation can be solved using any one of the known methods, that is factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing the square method. Now we follow factorization method here. Minus 8 is written as minus 18 plus 10. Minus 180 is written as the product of minus 18 and 10. Therefore, x square minus 8x minus 180 equal to 0. This middle term minus 8x is written as minus 18x plus 10x. Considering these two terms, x square minus 18x, and taking x as common factor, we get x multiplied by x minus 18. Considering the terms 10x minus 180 and taking 10 as common factor, we get 10 multiplied by x minus 18. Therefore, we get x minus 18 multiplied by x plus 10 equal to 0. X minus 18 equal to 0 implies x equal to 18 and x plus 10 equal to 0 implies x equal to minus 10. Then what is x? X is the larger number. Okay. Now we consider y square equal to, if y x equal to minus 10, what happens? We can see this. Y square equal to 8x. 8 multiplied by x is minus 10, that equal to minus 80. That is, we got that the square of a number, the square of the smaller number is negative. This is impossible because the square of a number can always be greater than or equal to 0. It cannot be negative. Hence, we reject the value x minus 10 and we consider x equal to 18 only. Now, x by equal to minus 10 is rejected. The reason is explained, and x equal to 18 is considered. Y square equal to 8x. X value is 18. Therefore, we get y square equal to 144. Therefore, y square equal to 144, y equal to plus or minus square root of 144, that equal to plus or minus 12. Then, what are the two numbers? The two numbers are 18 and 12. This is case 1. Case 2, 18 and minus 12. This is case 2. And verification part is left as an exercise to the students. Students must verify the values. Now we solve another problem. A train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. Now, what is the given data? Speed of the train is given, first one. Second one, if the speed had been 5 kilometers more, that means if the speed is increased 5 kilometers more, then the journey period becomes 1 hour less. Now we have to find the speed of the train. Let speed of the train equal to x kilometers per hour. Distance travelled by train is 360 kilometers. We know the formula, time equal to distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. Now, time taken for journey when train speed is x kilometers per hour. That is distance by speed. 360 by x hours. Time equal to distance by speed. Time is to be calculated using the formula distance by speed. Distance is 360 and speed is x. Now time taken for journey when train speed is x plus 5 kilometers per hour. Distance by time. Distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. Distance is 360. Speed is x plus 5 kilometers per hour. Therefore, the time becomes 360 by x plus 5 hours. Now, by the given condition, we get this is the time taken when the train travels with speed x, and this is the time taken by the train when train travels with speed x plus 5. The difference is 1 hour. This is time taken when speed is x. This is time taken when train speed is x plus 5 kilometers per hour. That the difference is 1 hour. Now, 360 is taken as common factor. We can write this. And by taking LCM, we get this. Again, x plus 5 minus x is x minus x is 0. That means we get 360 multiplied by 5. Now finally we get a quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is x square plus 5x minus 1800 equal to 0. This quadratic equation can be solved by factorization method or quadratic formula method. Now 5 can be written as 45 minus 40. Minus 1800 can be written as minus 1800 can be written as 45 minus 40. Therefore, this equation can be written as 5x can be written as 45x minus 40x. Considering these two terms, we can write x multiplied by x plus 45. Considering minus 40x minus 1800 and taking minus 40 as common factor, we get minus 40 multiplied by x plus 45. So we get x plus 45 equal to 0. X plus 45 multiplied by x minus 40 equal to 0. Now, from this we get x equal to minus 45 and x equal to 40. But the speed of a train cannot be negative. That is, minus 45 is impossible. It is rejected. Therefore, x equal to 40 is considered. So, uniform speed of the train is 40 kilometers per hour. Now we consider another problem. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. Let the speed of express train speed of express train equal to x kilometers per hour. Then speed of passenger train is 11 kilometers less than the speed of express train, that is x minus 11 kilometers per hour. Distance between Mysore and Bangalore is 132 kilometers. The formula for time is time equal to distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. Now, the given condition is time taken by passenger train for journey minus time taken by express train for journey equal to 1 hour. That is, time is distance by time. Distance is 132 kilometers. Speed is x minus 11. This is for passenger train. And for express train, distance is 132 kilometers. Speed is x kilometers per hour. So this is 1 hour. Time taken by passenger train for journey, that is distance by speed. Time taken by express train for journey, distance by speed, equal to 1 hour. Now, we got this. 132 is taken as common factor. Now, by simplifying this, we get a quadratic equation. X square minus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. So this is simplified and we get a quadratic equation. X square minus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. This quadratic equation can be solved by factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing the square method. Now we discuss how to solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. X square minus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. Minus 11 is written as the sum of minus 44 plus 33. Minus 1452 is written as the product of minus 44 and 33. So minus 11 is written as the sum of minus 44 and 33. Considering x square minus 44x, taking x as common factor, we can get x multiplied by x minus 44. Considering 33x minus 1452 and taking 33 as common factor, we get 33 multiplied by x minus 44. Now the common term in these two terms is x minus 44. Therefore, we get x minus 44 multiplied by x plus 33 equal to 0. Now we get x equal to 44 and x equal to minus 33. But the speed of a train cannot be negative. Speed of a train cannot be negative. So we reject x equal to minus 33. Now we consider only positive value x equal to 44. That is speed of express train is 44 kilometers per hour. Then speed of passenger train is x minus 11. X minus 11, that is 44 minus 11 equal to 33 kilometers per hour. Speed of express train is 44 kilometers per hour. Speed of passenger train is x minus 11, that equal to 44 minus 11 equal to 33 kilometers per hour. Now we consider another problem. The sum of the areas of two squares is 468 square meter. If the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter, find the sides of two squares. Now this is the larger square, this is a smaller square. Side of larger square is taken as x, side of smaller square is taken as y. So let side of larger square is x meter and side of smaller square is y meters. Then area of larger square is x square meters, area of smaller square becomes y square. Perimeter of larger square is 4x, perimeter of smaller square, perimeter of larger square is 4x, perimeter of a smaller square is 4y. By the given data, x square plus y square equal to 468. That is area of larger square plus area of smaller square equal to 468. Perimeter of larger square minus perimeter of smaller square equal to 24. That is 4x minus 4y equal to 24. From this we get x minus y equal to 6. We know the formula. X minus y whole square equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy. X minus y equal to 6, so 6 square. X square plus y square is 468, so we have written 468. From this we get xy equal to 4 to 32 by 2, that equal to 216. Therefore, y can be written as 216 by x. Area of smaller square, larger square plus area of smaller square equal to 468. Perimeter of larger square minus perimeter of smaller square equal to 24. From this we get x minus y equal to 6. Using the formula x minus y whole square equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy, we get xy equal to 216. Therefore, y can be written as 216 by x. Now, substituting y equal to 216 in x minus y equal to 6. X minus y equal to 6. In place of y, we write 216 by x. So, we can write x square minus 216 by x equal to 6. So, again on cross multiplication, we get x square minus 216 is equal to 6, or x square minus 6x equal to minus 2. X square minus 6x minus 216 equal to 0. This quadratic equation can be solved by factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing square method. Now we solve this by factorization method. We find the prime factors for this, and minus 6 is written as the sum of minus 18 plus 12. And the product minus 216 is written as minus 18 multiplied by 12. X square minus 6x minus 216 equal to 0. Minus 6x is written as minus 18x plus 12x. Considering x square minus 18x and taking x as common factor, we get x multiplied by x minus 18. Considering 12x minus 216, taking 12 as common factor, we get 12 multiplied by x minus 18. Therefore, we get x minus 18 multiplied by x plus 12 equal to 0. Hence, we get x equal to 18. Hence, we get x equal to 18 and x equal to minus 12. But x is the side of a square. Side of a square cannot be negative. Therefore, x equal to minus 12 is rejected. We consider x equal to 18, positive value only. Therefore, side of larger square is 18 meters. Side of the smaller square is y equal to 216 by x. 216 by 18, that equal to 12 meters. Now we consider another problem. If a polygon of n sides has 1 by 2 n multiplied by n minus 3 diagonals, how many sides will a polygon having 65 diagonals? Is there a polygon with 50 diagonals? A formula is given for number of diagonals. If the sides are given, number of sides are given, then the number of diagonals can be calculated using the formula 1 by 2 n multiplied by n minus 3. Now, let n equal to number of sides of polygon. N equal to number of sides of polygon. D equal to number of diagonals of polygon. The given formula is D equal to 1 by 2 n multiplied by n minus 3. The first bit is D equal to 65. If D equal to 65, then 65 equal to D equal to this one. We can note down the formula. In place of T, we can write 65, and on cross multiplication, we get 65 multiplied by 2 equal to n multiplied by n minus 3. Now, on simplification of this, we get a quadratic equation in n n square minus 3n minus 130 equal to 0. N square minus 3n minus 130 equal to 0. This quadratic equation in n can be solved by factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing the square method. 3n is written as minus 13 plus 10. Minus 130 is written as minus 113 is written as minus 13 multiplied by 10. N square minus 3n minus 130 equal to 0. In place of 3n, we write minus 13n plus 10n. Now considering n square minus 13n and taking n as common factor, we get n multiplied by n minus 13. Considering 10n minus 130, taking 10 as common factor, we get 10 multiplied by n minus 13. N minus is a common factor now, so we get n minus 13 multiplied by n plus 10 equal to 0. Now we get n equal to 13 and n equal to minus 10. Number of sides of a polygon cannot be negative. So this negative value n equal to 10 is rejected. Only the positive value n equal to 13 is considered. Therefore, if a polygon has 65 diagonals, if a polygon has 65 diagonals, then it will have 13 sides. Now, second part, is it possible to get a polynomial with d equal to 50, that is 50 diagonals? With 50 diagonals, can you draw a polygon? Now I substitute d equal to 50, and on cross multiplication 50 multiplied by 2, that equal to 100 equal to n square minus 3n. Finally we get a quadratic equation in n square minus 3n minus 100 equal to 0. Now we use quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. Comparing with an square plus bn plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0, a, b, c are real numbers, we get n equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here a equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, c equal to minus 100. And we substituted the values. Finally, we get n equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 409 by 2. Observe the simplification part. Now, (409) is not a perfect square. 409 is not a perfect square. Therefore, square root of 409 is a irrational number. We cannot have such a polygon. That is, number of sides cannot be irrational numbers. It should be a positive value. Therefore, there is no polygon with 50 diagonals. There is no polygon with 50 diagonals. This is the Now we consider another problem. A motor boat whose speed is 18 kilometers per hour in still water. It takes 1 hour more to go 24 kilometers upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. Now we draw a diagram to understand this concept. This is river, water is flowing downwards. So speed of water stream is x kilometers per hour. Speed of boat in still water is 18 kilometers per hour. Boat speed in upward direction is 18 minus x kilometers per hour. Boat speed in downward direction is 18 plus x kilometers per hour. This is boat. So speed of boat in still water is 18 kilometers per hour. It is given. Speed of water stream is taken as x kilometers per hour. Then speed of boat in upward journey is 18 minus x kilometers per hour. Then speed of boat in downward journey is 18 plus x kilometers per hour. Upward or downward distance traveled by boat is 24 kilometers. That is, upward journey is 24 kilometers and downward journey is also 24 kilometers. Now we know the formula time equal to distance plus speed. Given that the difference of timings for upward journey and downward journey is 1 hour. Upward journey time minus downward journey equal to 1 hour. Because upward journey speed of boat is less than the speed of the boat in a downward journey. Therefore, time equal to distance by speed. Distance 24, speed 18 minus x in upward direction. Time equal to distance by speed. Time is distance is 24 kilometers in downward journey. Speed is 18 plus x in downward journey. The difference is 1 hour. Now 24 is taken as common factor. On simplification of this, we get a quadratic equation x square plus 48x minus 324 equal to 0. We get this quadratic equation. Now we solve this quadratic equation by factorization method or quadratic formula method or by completing the square method. Now we solve the equation by factorization method. 48 is written as 54 minus 6, minus 324 is written as 54 multiplied by minus 6. X square plus 48x minus 324 equal to 0. 48 is written as 54 minus 6. That is 48x is written as 54x minus 6x. Considering x square minus plus 54x, we can write x multiplied by x plus 54. Taking minus 6x minus 324 and minus 6 is a common factor, we can write minus 6 multiplied by x plus 54. Therefore, we can write x plus 54 multiplied by x minus 6 equal to 0. From this, we get x equal to minus 54 and x equal to 6. But x is the speed of the water stream. Speed of the water stream cannot be negative. Speed of water stream cannot be negative. So, the positive value x equal to 6 is considered. Therefore, speed of water stream is 6 kilometers per hour.